We have to look underneath the problem that presents itself to what that is pointing to.
Exactly.
In terms of what really needs to be achieved.
Yeah, what's the core issue? What's really in the way here? What can we do to eliminate ever having to have that show up again? That problem that we talked about. How can we resolve these issues so they don't continue to repeat themselves?
How do I get there? I mean, as an entrepreneur, every day I'm fighting fires, and I understand the concept that you're describing, but I don't know that I would know how to apply that.
Okay, so just take a look at 4 firefights that you put out every day. Okay, if you keep putting out those same fires every day, John, if your house burned down and you rebuilt it and it burned down and you rebuilt it and it burned down, the fire department's eventually going to stop coming because they know something's up. Okay, people's houses don't burn down 3 times. So you're doing something wrong. Okay? So these problems, these firefights that go on in companies is because core issues haven't been resolved. Something is wrong with the way it's working. So let's get down to what's really in the way so that we can fix it. And you have to use, I call it your spirit. You have to come at this with proper energy, and you have to come at this in looking at how to eliminate it instead of just being the controlling entrepreneur who you want to be the firefighter. Okay? Entrepreneurs like to get the 911 call because they come to the rescue. They get to fix it. And if you're the fix-it man and people need you, boy, do you feel important. You're valued, aren't you? You're important.
Is that one of the things that gets in the way of entrepreneurs solving these problems?
Absolutely. Feeling like they have to solve it all. Empower your people to solve it.
And what else does it take to get underneath the immediate, the urgent, to the underlying issues?
To really look at it systemically. Look at the problem as a system, okay, that needs to be fixed instead of a people problem or instead of something outside of ourselves, like the rain example I gave. You can't do anything about the rain. It's going to rain. If you own a construction company in the Pacific Northwest, it's going to rain. You got to figure out how to run your construction company with the fact that it's going to rain.
So then tell me, Jeff, what is the next principle in the code?
So, John, the next code is to begin discovering your truly personal objectives for your life. This is where we're talking about taking a personal assessment, really get in touch with what your personal objectives are. I'm talking about real things. What kind of income do you want to have? What kind of professional growth do you want to have? How about personal growth? What do you want to do spiritually or religiously? What do you want to do with your family?
We have to look
with relationships, hobbies. Do you want to travel?
We have to look.
Really get in touch with what you want to have happen.
We have to look.
And you can start to track it, right? What if we just go to work and don't have a plan? Then we just go home at night, okay? And we say, how was the day, honey? Oh, a lot of hard work. Well, what were you hard at work doing?